is being flashed. This number is being flashed throughout the world, and people are regularly registering. And my entire team is working on it. And I request you also to please let the people know about this program, and also flash this number, missed call number, so the people will register themselves on Mission Jai Bhim, because Mission Jai Bhim is organizing this program. This is a purely social and cultural religious organization.
I see. Do you aim for like what the percentage of you think that the people will join, you know, or participate for this program? It's not going to be 100%, right? Do you think?
It may go up, because people are asking me how you will complete 10 crore. When we talk about the population of India, it is about 135 crores. And out of them, 110 to 115 crores are Bahujans, Indian origins. So out of 110 and 115, we have chosen only 9%. That is 10 crore. That is not a big number. If we will sincerely work for that, then certainly the number will increase. It will go up 10 crores.
So then, you know what? So let me actually there's some questions about this. So then become, you know, like people become embraced or converted to become Buddhist, right?
Yeah.
But then it's not just that, right? So you need to have the temples, the monk, the teaching monk, you know, to teach, you know, there's more than that, right? So how do you support that? Do you have that?
Thousands of monks are joining this, and many temples already joined. Regularly, we are visiting throughout India, and people, including monks and organizations, are regularly joining this.
I see. And this is, you're talking about this throughout India?
That's why I decided 5 years. In the month of October, 14th October 2020, at Diksha Bhumi, Nagpur, we decided this program. Now 9 months almost completed, and 4 years and 3 months are left. And I hope within this period, we will certainly be able to register more than 10 crore people for embracing Buddhism.
So then typically, so let's say, you know,
one thing more I would like to let you know. Mission Jai Bhim has already purchased a piece of land, 6,000 square meter, in which we are going to build a meditation center in Delhi, as well as we have also purchased a chassis. Dhammarat is going to be prepared within a month, and that Dhammarat will move throughout India for campaigning that program and for organizing that program.
I see. Okay, so I think I'm glad to hear that, you know, and I hope that, you know, the programs that you planned is become successful. And, you know, for anything that, you know, for us, it can help, you know, just let us know, you know. So let's say, you know, for the events we had last Saturday, if you think that, you know, in the future, we're going to have, you know, the Buddha as probably religious, you know, traditional events, you know, we will be
requiring many kind of helps.
Yeah.
But right now we are managing ourselves. Okay. As and when need will occur, then certainly we will let you know. But sure. I request Dhammakaya to be part of this program.
So then I ask you, probably going to be personal questions.
Yeah.
Do you wish, or at some point, do you would like to ordain, you know, to become a monk at some point?
Yes, certainly.
Where would that be, you know? So it's soon, or like in 10 years, 20 years?
Aruna, will you please explain?
Aruna? You want
सर वो कह रहे हैं कि आप प्रवचन लेना चाहते हैं क्या, या श्रामणेर, जो श्रामणेर होते हैं वो ना 2 वीक के लिए बनते हैं।
I will take. I will take. I will take
एटलीस्ट
certainly.
वो एक
As a
महीने का इनका
minister,
प्रोग्राम रहता है।
also I will take.
Very good. So he is very happy. He wants to take at least for 1 month. He can take. Now he's a cabinet minister. Still he can take and he can continue his job. So
I
he's
see.
glad.
Yeah. That's very good. I'm glad to hear
Yeah,
that.
that's the role model, you know.
Yeah. That's role model. And Anumotana, for your
Anumotana.
wish, I hope that it will come true, so that will be great. So I see that we have other, friends is on the calls. Are there any, you guys have any questions you would like to ask him? You have to unmute.
I just would like to know if anyone in India can convert to Buddhism, or you have to have like permission from the authority or something. But
If we talk about our constitution, Indian constitution permits everyone to have faith for the religion. It is a personal matter. Anybody can convert into Buddhism. There is no bar. There is no requirement of taking any permission from any authority. But few states has made a law like UP, Uttar Pradesh, where a person who wants to convert into Buddhism, he has to take permission from the district collector. But that has already been challenged in the Supreme Court of India.
Yeah. It's not mandatory. It's not mandatory.
Because any law made by any state government cannot override Indian constitution. That's why it has been challenged, and certainly we will win that case also.
So Aruna, can I ask you then? You can ask him. Is it mandatory though? It's something. It's just voluntary.
वो कह रहे हैं कि like permission लेना जरूरी है, क्योंकि it's a democratic country. So ये mandatory है कि permission लेना ही है, उनके बिना permission के हम Buddhism नहीं ले सकते.
No. I am saying permission is not required.
Permission is
Religion
not
is a personal matter of an individual. Indian constitution says that everybody has a right of freedom of faith.
Okay.
And
Got it.
Few states like Uttar Pradesh, like Haryana, they have already made a law where permission is required, but that is only within 2 states. Other than these 2 states, no permission is required. And these 2 laws has already been challenged in the court of law.
Oh, that's very sad. Like in 2 states, you cannot change your religion.
No, they can change, but take permission.
Yeah, they have to take permission. Yeah.
Okay.
And what if permission is not given?
But that has also been challenged in the court of law, and certainly will win there.
Can is it okay for you to mention which state would that be?
Haryana and Uttar Pradesh, UP.
Okay.
Few more BJP government ruling states are trying to make the law. But the law passed by UP government and Haryana government has already been challenged because these laws override the Indian constitution, which is not permissible under the law. Because Supreme Court has already held that the basic structure of Indian constitution cannot be amended by any government. So whatever is amended by, whatever is law made by state of UP and Haryana, that is illegal, ultra virus.
So did you get it? Like, according to law, which Dr. B.R. Ambedkar wrote, everyone is free to change their religion at any moment. But in 2 states where the Modi government, BJP government is there in UP and Haryana, so they have seen already that, oh, many people are converting to Buddhism, so how to put break on this? They made a law that if you want to take, you have to take permission from the government to change your religion. Before it wasn't there. You know, the growing number of Buddhists, so they fear is there. And it's not a religious, it's a political.
I see.
The political they're stopping, and they have filed the case in the court, they said.
I see. Okay. All right. Then have you ever practiced meditation?
Yes.
So
And it was a experience.
So
it was a wonderful experience.
What's that? What is that, Aruna?
Oh, sir, वो कह रहे कि आप घर में कौन सा meditation करते हैं? I think he's saying the other day, Saturday, the ceremony, which meditation he attended, it was wonderful experience. So he liked that meditation.
Yes. Yeah, I see. Glad to hear that, you know. But then, you know, in terms of meditation that you enjoy, is it like the session that you enjoy, you know, is it something that you do for yourself, by yourself, or you enjoy with others, you know, and have a guiding, you know, somebody guide you for the meditation? Yeah.
कह रहे हैं कि जो मेडिटेशन धम्मकाया में कराते हैं उसके लिए कोई गाइड चाहिए होता है, लाइक यू नो, या तो मंक कराते हैं या फिर जो ट्रेनर होते हैं वो कराते हैं. तो ऐसा ही मेडिटेशन आपने कुछ आप करते हैं उधर पे इंडिया में, जैसे विपस्सना हो या?
Yes.
काफी लोग विपस्सना ही जाते हैं ना, इसीलिए.
Guide is available everywhere.
Okay. So then may I ask though, you know, because you joined our events last Saturday, so how do you connect with us, you know, on that? So Aruna, did you invite him, or how you know, how there's a lot of people who joined our event on Saturday, so how it's come about, you know? Can you tell us a little bit, you know?
Actually, I saw his videos on YouTube twice. I saw, and when I saw this, he wants to make people Buddhist, you know, so I was impressed, because normally politicians, they don't get involved in the religion, you know, in my country. But I thought, oh, I have respect for him, like, you know, the respect grew for him. So and it developed. So I contacted another person whose name is Vipin Kumar, and just I asked him, can you invite, I want to invite him, is there any way, if you know him? Then he said, yes, I know him, so I can invite. So I said, I'll make him a chief guest, because he is a role model for us right now.
Oh,
so that's why I wanted him to join and, you know, get connected with the international Buddhist community, and like we can work jointly. Because in India, what happened, like only we are Buddhists and we were suppressed before. So now also they're trying to suppress us, like they are stopping us to become a Buddhist. But if we have connection with, you know, all the international Buddhist community, we can become strong.
I see.
Like even in the Christianity, they get support from other countries. Otherwise, you know, they trouble them. So that's why I said, oh, and also we will see the religious activities, how they perform the religious activities in Thailand, in Dhammakaya, so we can learn and we can, you know, observe, we can follow that.
Yeah, you can utilize, you know, the way we're doing, right? We use
that's
Zoom
very
as
nice,
a tool.
right?
That we can reach out to everyone's at home, right? So then people doesn't have to come to the temple, or even if the temple is not close to their house, right? They can join anywhere. So I think that would be something that, you know, if you want to apply. I think that,
And people were very happy. This is the first time we are seeing this Buddhist culture. So they were very happy. And that's why sir also said, Gautam sir, he liked it so much. Yes, and he rejoined again in the afternoon when we were doing candlelight ceremony. So he joined again. He wanted to see that. So
okay. How do you feel? How do you feel, you know, when you see, you know, the activity?
I would like to submit one thing. Buddhism is required for everyone. And only that Buddhism can save the world. No other religion can save the world except Buddhism. We have no alternative. We have no any other way except Buddhism. That's why Buddhism is required for everyone.
Yeah. I think we feel the same way, right? So, yeah. Any other questions, guys?
Mary is there. Lumpur is there. Lumpy. Mary, any question?
Yes, I just want to say thank you that it's very our honorable honor that you join our events, because this is a very important and very special event of the year. So thank you so much to joining us at that day. And hopefully that for the next event, if we have these special events again, may I invite you and in India people to join our events again. Is it possible?
Yes, yes, of course. Certainly,
Thank you
we'll
so
be happy
much.
to.
Sadhu, sadhu.
Thank you.
So I don't have any other questions, Aruna. So yeah.
Anyone want to ask any questions? Anyone else? I think they can unmute themselves, right? I didn't mute anyone.
Yeah, they can unmute themselves. Yeah.
No, nobody's in the chat.
Mhm.
Lumpy wants to ask any question. Did Lumpy Manikanta join? His picture is there.
Mhm.
So, okay, I will ask one question. So, sir, like how आप जैसे कहते हैं कि ये जो एक साथ हम बनाने जा रहे हैं इतने बुद्धिस्ट, तो क्या पॉसिबल है कि ग्रेजुअली हम लोग करें शुरू? Like every month
नहीं,
some people are
वो तो
embracing Buddhism.
ग्रेजुअली तो चल ही रहा है.
हाँ जी.
ग्रेजुअली तो चल ही रहा है. कहीं 100 लोग करते हैं, कहीं 200 करते हैं, कहीं 500 करते हैं. बट ये जितने लोग रजिस्टर हो रहे हैं, अल्टीमेटली एक बड़ा प्रोग्राम पूरे दुनिया में होगा. 1 अक्टूबर 2025 को भारत के सभी अंबेडकर भवन, रविदास भवन, वाल्मीकि भवन, कबीर भवन, सभी चौपाल, सभी चौराहे और ऑडिटोरियम, प्लेग्राउंड हम लोग बुक करके पूरे इंडिया में एक साथ करेंगे.
So like you know we have
ये धमरथ बनाया गया है. चेसिस खरीद लिए, धमरथ बन रहा है और उस पे प्रचार का काम फिलहाल तो हम सोशल मीडिया पे कर रहे हैं. ये धमरथ पूरे इंडिया में घूमेगा, जिसपे बहुत भिक्षु होंगे और धम्म का प्रचार प्रसार और उस प्रोग्राम की तैयारी उसके माध्यम से लगातार 4 साल तक चलेगी. उसके बाद ये बड़ा प्रोग्राम आयोजित होगा. इस बीच छोटे छोटे कन्वर्जन चलते रहेंगे.
तो ये जो धम्म चक्र ये मोटिवेट करते रहेंगे लोगों को, ठीक है ना, जो लोग अभी नहीं समझ पाए, तो दैट्स वेरी गुड. तो उनको एनकरेज करेंगे, उनको मोटिवेट करेंगे और दिस इज हाउ दे विल डेवलप. Okay, so the thing is like they have made one Dhamma Chakra, Dhamma wheel we can say, and now this Dhamma wheel, the monks will be there on this. It's like a vehicle, Dhamma vehicle we can call it. So this will roam around all over the India, every state, every part, every village it will go, and then they will motivate people, they will encourage them to embrace Buddhism. So what will happen gradually? It's a gradual, like some people they get they understand immediately and they convert immediately. Some people will take time. So we give them registration. Okay, register here, and then we have time. Specific date is around 2025. Yeah. So 2025. So then you can come collectively. But meanwhile, every month people are like 100 people, 500 people. Every month they are converting. So this Dhamma wheel, Dhamma chakra, which is moving around, Dhamma wheel, or we can say, you know, Dhamma vehicle, it's moving around. That's a wonderful thing. You know?
So did you talk about this going to be go around the country then, right?
Yes, around the country, like all the states, in every
All the
part,
states.
like, you know, villages and cities, everywhere they are going.
Right.
And the monks and the Kalyan Mitra, they are also going along with the vehicle. So who convince them to make them understand.
So then do you have a teams to do that, or there's volunteers or some source of, you know, who can I help to do this?
सर उसमें कुछ वॉलंटियर्स हैं, वो परमानेंट वॉलंटियर्स हैं या कोई जुड़ते रहते हैं हर स्टेट से?
Many are permanent volunteer, many are regularly joining day by day, every day.
So Yeah, like new people are connecting to the Dhamma vehicles.
So it's more like, it's just more like it's a channel events, right? When one
Yes.
person's converted, and then you just, tell others, and then people, if they want to, then they will one by one to participate and become, it's converted to Buddhist. Okay. Interesting.
They are volunteering because, it's for Dhamma. So they are volunteering by,
I'm
willingly.
sorry.
So that's very good.
Mhm.
I did not know this. Thank you very much for making me.
Mhm. Okay.
Who's saying that we need more people like you in this world? Thank you very much.
It's
आपके लिए
pretty-
comments हैं.
yeah.
जी.
And I'm really glad that, like, I just watched 2 videos of him, and I said, no, I want to invite him.
Yeah, it took us some time, right? For you, some time to fight it out, right? That
Yes,
he has this,
right person. Because
yeah.
normally I never invite any politicians for any religion. I organize so many events, but I never invite any politicians, like, but he's not a politician, he's a Buddhist. So I said, no, I had to invite him.
I see.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah. So,
Okay. Sir, okay, you have any question?
no.
सर मैं ये पूछ रही थी कि हम जैसे धम्मा प्रैक्टिस कहते हैं बुद्धिस्ट तो रेगुलरली फॉलो करते हैं वहाँ के लोग, क्योंकि मैं इंडिया में रही नहीं हूँ तो मुझे ज्यादा पता नहीं है। तो हर पूर्णिमा को क्या वो लोग जाते हैं सुबह में और अष्टशील ग्रहण करते हैं वहाँ के लोग?
काफी मात्रा में जाते हैं और धीरे धीरे बुद्धिज्म की तरफ भारत में बहुत तेजी से बुद्धिज्म बढ़ रहा है।
हाँ जी।
और केवल SC/ST के लोग नहीं, OBC बहुत बड़ी मात्रा में अब इस बात को मानने लगे कि हमारे पूर्वज बौद्ध थे और वो सब बौद्ध धर्म में घर वापसी कर रहे हैं।
So I just asked, like, the people, how we follow the Buddhism regularly, like every full moon day, we take 8 precepts. So in India also they do like that. Wherever they have the monasteries, the monk, they ask them to take 8 precepts and then they follow.
I see. So they didn't do more. So there's like a 5 precept or 8 precept, right? So
they do 8.
They do 8. Very good. I still cannot do 8. It's just my personal.
We do regularly, yeah.
That's
And what he's saying, like, because the Hindu people, they made so many different castes, or their lower caste, upper caste, middle class, like that. So even in the lower caste, we are all human being. Like, it's just you can say it's a nonsense that what they made. So in lower caste also they made 4 levels. So in the 4 levels also, all the people, they used to say, oh, I'm upper, but still now he's joining the Buddhism. Even my father, he made them we call it OBC. So my father, he made them convert into Buddhism, and the person from OBC, he became a Buddhist monk.
Oh, I see.
It's almost, yes, the people, my father did a lot, converting them to all the OBC people. So this is what he's saying.
Yeah. So you know what, because I think it probably more than 5 years ago, I had opportunity with friends to visit India. We went to, the place, about Buddha, right? So, but then I feel like, that there's not many like a Buddhist temples, right? In India. So that's why I asked you, because if you want to really kind of, get more people to kind of convert, or, to become Buddhist, how you're going to support that, right? So you need a temple, you need monk to teach, or have a place for them to come to get together to prayer, right? So chanting, something like that. So, because that's it's a big work, to look like us, right? So for us, we have a lot of temple in Thailand. Now we have to kind of get more these constitution in the US. It takes a lot of efforts, right? For each state, we build the temples, get people together, so it's quite a big task, for that.
So वो कह रहे हैं कि बुद्धिस्ट तो हमने थोड़े देखे लेकिन बुद्ध विहार भी बहुत कम देखे हैं इंडिया में, तो उसका क्या रीजन होगा?
एक्चुअली जैसा कि आप जानते हैं कि पहले पूरा भारत बौद्ध में था। अब से लगभग 2300 साल पहले सम्राट अशोक के टाइम पर म्यांमार से लेके काबुल कंधार तक, अफगानिस्तान तक पूरा भारत बौद्ध में था। और अंतिम मौर्य सम्राट राजा बृहद्रथ के सेनापति थे पुष्यमित्र शुंग नामक ब्राह्मण, जिन्होंने षड्यंत्र करके कॉन्स्पिरेसी से राजा बृहद्रथ की हत्या कर दी और 84,000 बौद्ध मठ पूरे देश में थे, उनको डेमोलिश किया।
मैं एक्सप्लेन करती हूँ तो मैं भूल जाऊंगी आप क्या कह रहे थे। Okay, so what is he saying, like, you know, during just immediately after Lord Buddha, 5 years after, everyone was Buddhist. Almost everyone was Buddhist in India. And what happened, we had so many like Buddhist monks around the country, from, you know, from Srinagar, you say, to the Kanyakumari, like south, from the north to south and everywhere. And it's a lot, many Buddhist monks. And King Ashoka, he supported a lot for Buddhism. And he made temples everywhere, Buddhist temples. So wherever you see now, anywhere like in South or Bihar or UP, we have all Buddhist temples, and they have painted the Buddha statue and they made and covered with the color clothes, and they have made as a Hindu god, Hindu deity. So if you open their curtains, you will see all Buddha statues are there.
Mhm.
So we are not new Buddhists. Our ancestors were Buddhists before.
Right.
And if we were not allowed to hold arms, we could not fight with them. And that's why they enslaved us.
Mhm.
And Shunga, sorry, क्या नाम थे वो? King Shunga बोलते हैं ना, King Shunga जिन्होंने,
पुष्यमित्र शुंग।
one guy was there, king, he was a Hindu guy, and he was a Pushyamitra Shung, and he, you know, he gave an order to slaughtering of the monks, chop off the head of monks. So if you go to Nalanda, you can see that.
Yeah.
Slaughtering of the monks. Everywhere in South also you will find, you know, they did slaughtering of monks' head. So many. So this is how it was.
He has also demolished 84,000 Bauddha mats.
Yes. So now when it's like, you know, there are excavation they are doing, so they are finding every Buddha statue and Buddha stupas are there. So
Mhm.
people that think we are new Buddhists, but we are not new Buddhists. Like, you know, our ancestors were Buddhists, and many of them, they flew to the another part, like, you know, where the Bangladesh is right now. So mountainous area, they flew there, and now they are the old Buddhists. But for us, like, we had no choice. They enslaved us, they took our land, everything they took away from us. And these people, they entered from different countries. They were there, the Hindu, they are not original from India.
Mhm.
So this is what happened.
Archaeological department dig everywhere throughout India. Everywhere Buddha statue came out from the earth. जहां भी आर्कियोलॉजिकल डिपार्टमेंट खुदाई करता है, वहां सब जगह बुद्ध की ही मूर्तियां और अवशेष निकलते हैं पूरे भारत में.
Yeah, that's what I said to you. Everywhere it's like that. Whenever they do something, like, you know, even when earthquake came, they saw many Buddha statue came up during earthquake. It's like that. And now also, like, you know, if you see in the Buddha Gaya, if you go there, Buddha Gaya, there is one temple, and you will see the Hindu. They have made Hindu people. They have covered it. Some they call it some Vihar temple. They call, because I was young.
There are thousands of Bodh Vihar.
Yeah, and they have, you know, painted Buddha statue, and they don't allow us to enter. And when you go and open, see the curtain open, you'll see all Buddha statues are there. Even villages like that. So India is a Buddhist country. That's why they call it Jambu.
But even today, there are thousands of Bodh Viharas, Buddhist temple. Thousands of Buddhist temples are available in India even today, and every is going on.
Yeah, they have small temples, not very big, but in villages and everywhere we have.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah. Okay. All right. So I don't know whether other people you have any questions, you know, but
recording is going on. The first 2-3 questions you asked, I could not record it.
The
Is
first,
it okay? Yeah, first 2-3 questions you asked. Yeah, the recording was not on.
Okay, so you want me to ask again?
Yes.
To repeat
So-
the question? So I
Yes.
think, so sorry about this, but probably gonna go
Yeah,
back
because
to very, very
I kept
first.
calling them and I forgot to start recording, you know.
Yeah. So well, let's see, you know, if we repeat. So I
सर
think
मैंने
the
वो
first
2 दिन
question.
क्वेश्चंस मैंने रिकॉर्ड नहीं कर पाई थी क्योंकि वो कोई कॉल कर रहे थे ज्वाइनिंग के लिए तो मैं भूल गई तो 2-3 हम लोग फिर से रिपीट कर लें वो क्वेश्चंस
No problem.
हाँ जी
Okay.
okay
I
thank you
think we should go back and just repeat.
yeah.
The first question is that I asked whether you are Buddhist, right? And then how about your family?
Yes, about 37 years ago, I converted into Buddhism. My wife, my mother, my 2 children all follow Buddhism.
Right. And then what made you, you know, what is your reasons that made you, you know, that you want to be a Buddhist?
Actually, there are mob lynchings are going on throughout India. People are hatred, creating hatred. And are from which community I take birth. Many of people have been exploited, have been killed by the so-called upper caste people only because of this kind of exploitation. And when we started reading about the religions, about Hinduism, about Sikhism, about Isai, Christianity, about Islam, then after reading all the religions, I came to know the Buddhism is the best way of life to live. There is Buddhist teachings are the best teachings which can make our life happy, which can create peace in our mind. So that's why I became ready to join Buddhism.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And what did we're talking about?
मैं हिंदी में बोलता हूँ, आप एक्सप्लेन कीजिएगा.
हाँ जी श्योर आपको याद है उन्होंने क्या पूछा था
तो हाँ मुझे याद है पूरे भारत में जातिगत उत्पीड़न लगातार सालों से चल रहा है. लगभग 4000 साल से हमारे लोगों को गुलाम बना के रखा गया. उनको ना पढ़ने का अधिकार दिया, ना उनको व्यापार करने का अधिकार दिया, ना उनको संपत्ति अर्जित करने का अधिकार दिया. और अब आप एक्सप्लेन
करते हैं. So what he's saying, like, you know, before, as I told you, like, we were all Buddhists. Even before Lord Buddha, Gautam Buddha, we had other Buddha, Dipankar Buddha, and other, you know, we know 28 Buddhas, right? So from the previously, like, we were Buddhists. Before Gautam Buddha, also we were Buddhists. So what happened when the people, they, you know, encroachment was happened, like they came to our country and these people. So what they did, like, you know, they thought, oh, Buddhism is spreading everywhere. So then they started thinking, oh, they are innocent people, you know, so how to conquer this nation? And this is how they told us that they are superior people and we are inferior. And then they took our lands and everything, and then they enslaved us, and they said, you people are from lower caste, this, that, and, you know, they didn't allow us to do any kind of business. We were not allowed to go to school, and we were not allowed to stay in the city, town. We had to stay outside the town. So, you know, mentally, morally, physically, financially, they depressed us.
The
exploitation
for about 3,500 years continuously. So that's why our society is not able to arrange funds. Our society cannot couldn't trade, couldn't open our schools, couldn't send our children to schools because of this ban, this religious ban. And after, when Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar made this Indian Constitution and given us rights of having faith or going to schools or doing our trade and business, so thereafter these people continuously harassing our people, killing our innocent people, and they are not allowing us to trade and business. Hence, we decided we have to find a way to keep out of this slavery. When we started reading the books about the religions, then we came to know that there is only a path available to us in into Buddhism. That's why I embrace Buddhism. Not
So
only
Buddhi-
I, lakhs of people embrace Buddhism.
because of Buddhism only we have self-respect.
Yeah.
Yeah, and confidence, you know.
That
That's
is.
how we embrace. And now people have realized only the Buddhism is there, like, you know, we does not discriminate anyone. And Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, he studied all the religions and he reached the conclusion that Buddhism is the only religion who can save this world and who can save people from India.
Right, right,
One
right.
thing
No
more,
discrimination.
one thing more I would like to submit. भारत में हिंदुओं में हजारों जातियां हैं और मुस्लिम बनने के बाद भी जाति कंटिन्यू है, जो क्रिश्चियन बन के तब भी जाति कंटिन्यू है, लेकिन बुद्ध का जो धम्म है वो बिल्कुल इस तरह जिस तरह बहुत सारी रिवर्स जो है जाकर सी में गिरती हैं, नदियां समुद्र में गिरती हैं और वहां अपनी पहचान खो देती हैं, वो समुद्र कहलाता है। तो बुद्धिज्म भी इसी तरह जितनी जातियां जाकर बुद्धिज्म में कन्वर्ट करेंगी वहां सब बुद्धिस्ट कहलाएंगे, उनकी जातियां खत्म हो जाएंगी, उनका एक्सप्लॉयटेशन खत्म हो जाएगा, उनके साथ पक्षपात खत्म हो जाएगा, उनके तरक्की के विकास के प्रगति के रास्ते खुल जाएंगे।
So what he is saying, like in Christianity, even in the Islam, like, you know, they have converted to these religions, but still they follow the caste, the which Hindu religion they gave them caste. Caste system is there. And they also had upper and lower levels there. But in Buddhism, there is no caste. Once you become Buddhist, you become a normal, dignified human being. So like when we say, oh, I'm from Sri Lanka, I'm from India, I'm Buddhist, and we all are saying we don't discriminate each other, right? Because we are Buddhists. So that is a wonderful thing behind Buddhism. So no discrimination, all are equal.
And you know what I just said, you know, the Lord of Buddha, you know, he teaching, right? He will he teaching that we have to do good deed, right? So, you know, to become good people, good to others, right? So I think that helps, you know, that we can, you know, kind of have peace, you know, that we can living together peacefully. Right? So.
And that's why when we become Buddhist, we have compassion and we are respectful towards other religion, other ethnicity, you know, other belief. And we never fight like we are upper and we, you know, lower. So Buddhist people never fight. This is what happened.
बुद्धिज्म में समता है, मैत्री है, भाईचारा है, न्याय है, दया है, ममता है, करुणा है, प्रज्ञा है, शील है। तो यहाँ जो है वो और कहीं दूसरी जगह नहीं है।
So this is what he's saying, like, you know, Buddhism has loving kindness, equality, and equity also in Buddhism.
Right.
Yeah, we have the equity.
And the other thing that, you know, we want to help each other, right? So we want to
so that's what we have.
Spread the love of kindness to others.
That's called loving kindness.
And we believe in karma, you know. You have to do good deed, you know. If you do something bad, you know, then, you know, it will become karma that, you know, you.
But in Hinduism, good deed, bad deed doesn't matter. I have born from a specific caste, so I'm superior. No matter how many bad deeds you do. Hinduism is like that. So we are not like that. Lord Buddha says, whatever you do, lower grade of work or higher grade, it depends on your deeds. Like that. So I think it was wonderful.
Yeah. I'm glad there's you know, that's you know, one of us say that we need more people like you. I'm glad that you make this happen, you know. And I wish that, you know, your dream come true and then you become successful, you know. Hopefully we have more, you know, Buddhists, you know, in India or in the world, you know. I think we need more of us, you know.
Yeah. I'm so glad we're exchanging our views, our thoughts, and like, you know, all Buddhists, no matter which country they are from, we are all one family.
Thank you. One thing more, can I submit one thing more?
Yes, sir. Sure.
एक्चुअली आजादी के बाद बाबा साहेब के संविधान बनाने के बाद से हमें आगे बढ़ने का मौका मिलना शुरू हुआ, एजुकेशन मिलना शुरू हुआ, रिजर्वेशन की वजह से नौकरियां मिलना शुरू हुआ, लेकिन उसके बाद भी आज भी हमारे लोगों के साथ उत्पीड़न जारी है। बाबा साहब समाज को इस उत्पीड़न से बाहर निकालना चाहते थे, इसलिए वो भारत को प्रबुद्ध भारत बनाना चाहते थे, और उन्होंने अपने लोगों को कहा था कि तुम बौद्ध बनो तो तुम्हें मुक्ति मिल जाएगी। लेकिन चूंकि 1 महीना 22 दिन बाद बाबा साहब की डेथ हो गई, और वो जो सपना था बाबा साहब का अपने लोगों को उत्पीड़न से पूरी तरह बाहर निकालने का, वो पूरा नहीं हो पाया। इसीलिए हमने ये संकल्प लिया है कि हम 2025 को अशोक विजयदशमी के दिन 10 करोड़ अपने लोगों को उस गुलामी से बाहर निकाल के बुद्धिज्म में लाएंगे, जहां सबके लिए कल्याण की भावना हो, सबको साथ लेके चलने की भावना हो, सबके लिए प्यार हो। इसलिए ये हमने टारगेट किया है कि अपने देश से पूरी तरीके से कास्ट सिस्टम को एबोलिश करना है और आपस में रिश्ता जोड़ना है रोटी बेटी का, क्योंकि हम सबका खून एक है, ब्लड एक है, वी आर ऑल्सो ह्यूमन।
So what he's saying, like before Dr. B.R. Ambedkar was born, like we were facing so much discrimination and ill treatment. So when he became a law minister, and then he became a constructor of Indian constitution, father of Indian constitution we call it. So when he made a constitution, he made a democracy is the most important part of our constitution, and then he made equal right for everyone. He gave all right to us to study, get a job and everything, and social equality. But on top of that, he gave a wonderful gift to us that is called Buddhism, we will have the gain wisdom. If we do not have wisdom, we have job and money and everything, we will never become a human being. So how you'll become a good human being? So embrace Buddhism. That's what he said. But he took the oath, he became Buddhist, and after 2 months, he passed away. So there was not much enough time that he could convert everyone Buddhist. And that's why whatever, incomplete work is there, we are doing it. This is what he's saying.
So that's why you want to continue,
Yes, continue. Yeah. So he's not today, like he's continuing from before 37 years before he started doing this thing, he said. Yes.
Okay. Thanks for doing this though. As On said, if other events that we have, you want to participate, let us know, you are welcome, to join,
And that's why whenever
practice meditation is also helpful, right?
So whenever I host any program, anything, I have all international people there, and I try to connect all the monks from all the monastery, from all the nations, So that's wonderful, yeah. Because we have to get connected with each other.
Yeah.
To make a strong bonding, and that's why create a strong bonding in India, so people will not separate us again. That's why he is saying we are making everyone Buddhist. So when all are Buddhists, like our percentage is more than other Hindu people, in India. Sir, कितना percent है हमारे लोगों का?
अगर सही ईमानदारी से कहा जाए तो
OBC और SC ST का
85, more than 85%.
So we have more than 85 people, the population in India.
85%.
If we all will become Buddhist, that means it will be a Buddhist nation. And this is what Dr. B. Ambedkar wanted to make India as a Buddhist nation. But unfortunately, he let the world
more than 110 crores.
Yes. And when we will come in oneness, unitedly Buddhist, if we become, that will be great.
Yeah.
It will become Buddhist country, because this is Lord Buddha's land.
Yeah. We just believe in it, and we will make it happen. Right. So
that's why all international community, Buddhist communities, they are joining together, and they are trying to support us, and we have to rebuild the Buddha land.
Certainly.
We have to rebuild.
We will be succeeding. You will see, certainly we will be succeeding.
Okay. Hold on a second. So, yeah. Okay. All right. So I thought somebody called me. Okay. All right. So Aruna, I think we're good for today, right?
Yes, I think we're good.
And thank you so much, Mr. Gautam, to spend some time with us. We appreciate it.
Thank you. Jai Bhim.
Yeah. สา
Thank
ธุ
you, sir.
ค่ะสาธุค่ะ
Thank you.
Satu, satu,
Mary-
satu.